Hi, everybody. Tom Brolley, senior writer for FantasyGuru.com. We're testing out some of these short videos. Might be offering more of these in the summer and during the season for quick hitting analysis. So bear with us as we work through these right now. But we're hitting free agency tight ends now. Jimmy Graham going from Seattle to Green Bay. Obviously Jordy Nelson is now out of the way, so he's been a big red zone factor for Aaron Rodgers over the years. So, I mean, that's how he's going to make his impact as a non-PPR, touchdowns type guy. He was the goal line back for basically the Seahawks last year, as they had only one rushing touchdown all the entire year. So, I don't feel great about the way Graham looked last year, though. Didn't move well. Coming off the major patellar injury a couple seasons ago, he actually moved slower last year. 2 seasons removed from the patellar injury, which is a bit worrisome. He's a guy that the hype could build a little too much, and he could become, just a little too outpriced. But we'll see what that looks like this summer. Trey Burton, interesting signing for the Chicago Bears. $32 million deal, 4 years, which is quite a bit of money. Was a number 2 tight end for the Eagles, but of course made the big throw in the Super Bowl to Nick Foles for the touchdown, but was a big factor when Zach Ertz was out of the lineup. Finished as a tight end 7 in Week 9, tight end 1 in Week 14. So obviously a lot of potential there. I compared him a lot to like Delaney Walker, leaving the 49ers situation a few years ago behind Vernon Davis. We'll see if he can become an instant tight end 1 right away in Chicago. I like what Matt Nagy is doing. Potentially could be doing there. Taking over for John Fox. Eric Ebron, tough situation here. The Colts love to probably run 2 tight end formations with Andrew Luck as we've seen in the past, and he will throw to his tight ends, but tough to feel really good about either Ebron or Jack Doyle in this spot. They both were probably setting up to be low-end tight end ones before the signing, but now they're more of late round flyers in fantasy drafts next year. And a couple more guys here: Ed Dickson going from Carolina to Seattle, and Austin Seferian-Jenkins going from the Jets to the Jaguars. ASJ has a path to play right away now with Mercedes Lewis getting cut, and Ed Dickson. Now Paul Richardson's out of the mix, and Jimmy Graham is obviously out of the mix. So Dickson could be a sneaky low-end tight end 1 option in drafts next year. He doesn't have a big name, but he performed fairly well when Greg Olsen was out of the lineup. So 2 more guys to look at here. Thanks again for joining me on these short analysis videos.